All right. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. We want to welcome you to the second night of our National Crime Victims' Rights Week Summit. I'm Jordan DeGraff. I'm the president of CY Christ, and I'm going to be the host of this week. CY Christ is the host organization, and we're a faith-based nonprofit whose acronym stands for Christian Youth Combating Harassment, Rape, Incest, Slavery, and Intimate Terrorism. Our primary mission is to raise awareness of faith-based abuse, which is any type of abuse that takes place in a faith-based community or by an individual who uses faith in the context of their abuse. We provide training to churches on their role in preventing and taking care of victims of various types of abuse, such as human trafficking and sexual assault, and how they can safeguard their congregations or their finances from different types of abuse, including financial abuse and sexual abuse. We also compile a yearly report on faith-based abuse from information that we gather from the FBI and HSI. This report gives valuable insights into the manners and methods of abusers in faith-based settings. For the past 2 years, we have been hosting summits for National Crime Victims' Rights Week, and this is our first year hosting an in-person summit. National Crime Victims' Rights Week takes place every year in April to highlight the rights that victims of crimes have and bring awareness to society that can better help those survivors. This year's theme focuses on survivor voices, elevate, engage, and affect change. This year's theme calls upon communities to amplify the voices of survivors and create environments where survivors have the confidence that they will be heard, believed, and supported. During this summit, you'll be hearing from a variety of speakers presenting topics on crimes that affect our community. We've tried to invite survivors to share their stories when they're comfortable and willing, and we appreciate those who are brave and want to use their voice. And for those who are still gathering their courage or who prefer to remain in the background, we thank them for their abilities and how they're willing to be strong in the midst of so many obstacles and odds. So tonight, our event, we're going to be looking at the homicide crisis that is affecting Albuquerque. Not only Albuquerque, but all of New Mexico. And we've invited two mothers, Sally and Alicia. They are ladies who have experienced homicide and gun violence in Albuquerque, and they wanted to do something to affect change. They wanted to do something to help others, support others in experiencing that type of loss and navigating the criminal justice system. They both started New Mexico Crusaders for Justice, and it's my pleasure to invite them to come up and share their story and how they've been able to help multitudes of families navigate the criminal justice system and give support and comfort. So let's welcome them tonight.
Hello, I'm Alicia Otero, and this is Sally Sanchez. And we started the New Mexico Crusaders for Justice because I had recently just lost my son. I made a cry out to the public, and Sally contacted me after losing her son. And we created this group because we know how it feels to lose a loved one, and we didn't want anyone else to feel this way.
So, hello, my name is Sally Sanchez. I am one of the co-founders. And as Alicia said, we have both had our sons taken by gun violence. And it changes your whole life. You are no longer the person that you were when you had your child. Everything is just, it's so different. I suffered severe depression. I took a job because I couldn't get up and face the world. No parent should ever have to bury their child, and especially from a violent manner. So when Alicia and I talked, we decided that we were going to form this group. We are just a group of moms, and do have a Facebook group, and we have grown to over 975 members now. That's a lot. That's a lot of families who have been affected by homicides, by gun violence. And so what we do is offer grief support meetings on the third and fourth Wednesday of every month at the Thomasville Community Center from 6 to 8. And we hold special events to honor our loved ones, because the thing that's most important to us is that they're never forgotten, right? Their lives meant something, and they still do to us. And so we will go about our lives every day fighting for justice for them, to make sure that we hold the offenders accountable. And so the events that we do is to help the families get through the grieving process. We are all in different stages of our grief. My son was taken in December of 2020, and Lisa's son was taken in February of 21. So we're all at just different stages of the criminal justice system and our grieving process. And so each family has different needs that we try to meet. We also have Josette Otero, who is one of the other co-founders with us, and she is our event planner. She is the one who organizes our annual Easter egg hunt. She's the one who organizes our Christmas party, so that we can give the kids who have lost either a sibling or a parent at least a couple of days of some joy, right? They deserve that, because their lives were turned upside down. And I myself, I am the one that reaches out to the families, and I make the connection with them and offer them the resources and try to help guide them. And while Alicia here, she's the expert up in Santa Fe. She likes to get up there and fight for the bills. And we're not about taking people's guns away. That's not what we're about. We're about changing the laws to hold the criminals accountable. You take a life, you should serve a life sentence. That's what we fight for. We fight for additional years for being a habitual offender. We fight for additional years for the gun enhancement. If it's a repeat offender who's in possession of a firearm and commits a crime, then they get additional years added. So that's what we're about. We don't want your guns. Alicia carries. My daughters carry. A lot of our members carry guns. So that's not what we're about. And a lot of people, they misconstrued what we're after and what we're fighting for. And so I just wanted to make that known, that we're about holding the criminals accountable, because in this state, well, we get a slap on the wrist, and it's not fair. It's not fair to us, because we're the ones served the life sentence, not the criminals. We're the ones that have to go the rest of our lives without ever seeing our child again, without ever hearing their voice, getting the hug, all the things that are important as a parent to us. We've also have been able to assist families in getting a Build-A-Bear. I'll introduce this little guy here. This is Tony Bear, and he is a representation of my son, Antonio Jaramillo, who this picture is on the back. And Tony Bear is my emotional support bear. He goes with me everywhere. He goes to work, he goes to the grocery store, he goes to Home Depot, he goes to the laundromat, he goes wherever. And he likes his little adventures. He's flown on the plane to Washington to go see the gun violence memorial that was installed out there. And because of him and being out in the community, the Crime Victims Reparation Commission has agreed to pay for and reimburse of the family members for a Build-A-Bear. So now everybody gets to have Build-A-Bear to help them with their grieving process. So we also have a community of Build-A-Bears, and a lot of the moms all have theirs. And as a matter of fact, Saturday we did an event, and all the bears are there, and they all hang out with each other, right? I mean, in our eyes, they're all together. So that's my story. I don't know if Alicia would like to elaborate a little bit more, maybe tell them about our day of Santa Fe and our FBI award.
Yes, so just recently we were nominated by the FBI for the Leadership Award here in the United States. And we will be flying out next week to Washington, D.C. to retrieve this award. So it's very exciting to us, and we appreciate everyone who nominated us. We also have gone to Santa Fe multiple times with our Christmas book to create awareness of how many people have died in the last 5 years to gun violence. We fought for all the bills that we need to be changed or recognized to try and hold people accountable or at least slow down the crime. And if you have lost anyone to homicide, please reach out to us. We offer resources and can point you in the right direction of what your needs are.
So we're on Facebook. You can look us up, New Mexico Crusaders for Justice. We do have a page. We also have a private group. So if you have lost a loved one and would like to join the group, and by all means, put in your friend request and enter in all of the information on the questions that we ask, and join the community, I guess you can say, of all of the families who are grieving, and can offer you the support that you need. We're also on Instagram, and we also have a page that you can follow. Thank you.
Before you go down, we want to offer you this. It's nowhere near as prestigious as the FBI Community Leadership Award, but it's an appreciation for your work on behalf of the victims. And
Thank you so much.
Thank you for all that you do, and we'll be sure to put those social media handles in the description. Again, thank you so much for all that you do, and we appreciate you sharing your story.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
If you're watching, you still have time to come out and attend. You can register on Eventbrite. You go to Eventbrite and look for National Crime Crisis Week. You'll be able to find our event and what we're doing. Tomorrow night, we'll be hearing from the DEA and from two others who have experienced the fentanyl crisis. So we encourage you to come out and listen to that event and learn about that crisis and what you can do to affect change. And then to wrap things up on Thursday, the Rape Crisis Center will be here to talk about the services that they offer and how sexual assault is incredibly prevalent in Mexico. Thank you again so much for watching, and once again thank the Mexico Crusaders for Justice for the work that they do and for coming out. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time.